Alright guys, this is part 2. And I'm fixing the arm that I hadn't touched. Well, I'm doing the arm I hadn't touched. Part 3 is going to be me working on the arm that I screwed up on. So, here I am. I did put a piece of foam down because even though I'm going to put foam over it and burlap, I don't want to, like if I'm resting my arm on it, feel that hard wood. So I came up with the idea of putting a piece of foam over this. So that's what I'm doing here. I got rid of the glue. So I'm using my hot glue gun, which works amazingly. Um, so yeah. So here I go. Putting the foam, making sure it's long enough. Even if it was off by half an inch, I still could pull on it and it had stretch to it, which was a good thing. And this stapler, I don't know. I'm actually running low on staples, which is a good thing. And I may go to Walmart tonight. First, I need to research the staples because I had some issues where the staples were coming back out. And to make sure that I could put power into it, I had to turn the chair a certain way and push down and make sure I have like a solid foundation. So that's just what I am doing here. I am noticing there's some section I may have to add some foam to and cover, but we'll get there once we work on some other stuff. But anyway, so this is pretty much what I'm doing. Making sure that it flows from the back all the way up to the side of the arm. So from the back of the chair, the back part flows all the way to both sides. Not on the side that you sit on the outside of the chair. So this is just me trying to find wood to staple into. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when I said trying to find wood, because it was very little wood and the wood wasn't the best in that section. Like I said, this is an old chair. I don't know how old it is. I can't find a picture. Nothing to it. I did take it to a guy when I had my truck and he said it's a bucket back chair. And when I Google it, nothing looks like this chair. Nothing at all. So, yeah. That's just pretty much it. So, I do plan one day, once I get better tools to redo this chair, this would be one of those chairs where I'll just, a practice chair. So, this would be one of those practice chairs until I become a little better with it. So, and I did realize that I did not need to have a bunch of staples to do the foam. Just have enough to put it down, secure it down, but not a whole lot. And I just thought about that as I was working. So, I am thinking as I'm going. And here you see me just making sure that the foam is down. It's not going to move, which is it's not. And I'm pulling it much as I can, and it scares me to pull it because my staples are weak. I did mention earlier, I thought I did, I don't know. I start to talk and don't really be paying attention, but my staples are running low. I'm going to Walmart later if I hadn't mentioned all this. First, I'm going to research and find better staples and see if it's my staples or the staple gun just not strong enough or what it is. There is a video that talks about the different staple guns, the handheld staple guns. That's good for stuff like this. So I must find that video. So yeah, and this is me. And I didn't realize, you see how I'm feeling that? Like, I didn't like calculate how wide it was until I got on it. See, I don't realize things until I actually start paying attention and slow down. See me struggling with that stapler? Because I'm so used to just stapling it, but you need to put your hand toward the bottom part and do it like that. So I am going to take down the other side I did mention. You see how me patching this up? Because it's supposed to flow and it's not. And I'm hoping when I do this chair it's not lumpy. Oh, that's not gonna be good. But anyway, so I went ahead and put this in this little section right here. I want to make sure you guys can see it. So I had to stand up and apply pressure with both hands. I'm hoping it's not lumpy, but I'll probably be trimming at it. Well, no, because the burlap is over. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, let me show you when I said I don't have a lot of wood. That's what I was showing right there. There's not a lot of wood to staple in there. And I can't, see, watch my pinky touch it. Not that one, right there. And right under where my pinky is, that's where I'm going to be putting the nail head, the nails for my material. So, yeah, that's, yeah, so unfortunately, that's how it is. So I should have picked a basic chair. Um, something much easier, but like I said, I found this on the side of the road, and I wanted to cover it because I like antique looking chairs. I like antique stuff. You know, I believe a house should always have some antique stuff in it. That's just me. Maybe because, you know, how I was raised and who raised me. But yeah, so you pretty much get the deal on what I'm doing here. I'd rather, like I said, I learned this a long time ago and never forget. I'd rather have too much than have too little. Because it can be really costly. And speaking of costly, hopefully I don't have to leave out and get foam. Um, I know I got enough burlap. Because right now, as I'm doing this voiceover, it's in my hand. So I have enough burlap. And as far as foam is concerned, I think I have pieces. But I may have to go buy a piece of foam. A big piece. Because the piece that I have pieces. And what I would have to do, I don't know if I can hot glue the pieces together and then cover them with the burlap. Because I got pieces, big pieces, where I can do this. I just went in the kitchen and peeked. So my voice sounded like it went away. That's what happened. So we'll see how I'm going to rig this. But like I said, in part 3, I'm going to pull it apart. So I did put more staples as I use the burlap. Because I was using too much, pretty much. And so here is pretty much self-explanatory. And I know it looks crazy, like as I'm doing it, it looks really crazy, but I keep trying to tell myself, once I put the material on, it'll make sense. And now what I need to do is, after I do this arm, I am going to sit the chair back down, and I'm going to take the actual cushion that you sit on and put it in there, because I noticed gaps the last time, and I noticed in the picture some other stuff. So yeah, we'll see. And I don't think I'm gonna throw this foam away, because I got other little big pieces, because I may need it for another section of the chair, and I will show you guys. I'll show you exactly where it is. And another thing too, in certain sections of the chair I didn't sand, and I may have to like low-key sand little areas, because at first I wasn't. So because I like natural wood on things, I think natural wood is beautiful. I prefer the light natural wood versus the dark. I don't went off on a tangent, but y'all see what I'm doing, so y'all need me to tell y'all what I'm doing. Y'all can plainly see what I'm doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I was actually driving today, and I was like, you know, you have a lot of stuff. I didn't plan to have all this stuff, but I ended up with all this stuff. But it's okay. I'm gonna make it make sense. If I didn't have an office downstairs, it wouldn't look so cluttered in here. So, you know, as I go through the journey of getting rid of stuff and having forever pieces, I'll be good. So you see that I finished the other side. So this side, I'm trying to pull it low key without messing with the staplers, because this staple scares me. But I need to make sure when I put that fabric on the outer material to cover this, that I secure the heck out of it. So if anything fall apart, you never know. Well, yeah, you would never know. I probably would. And this was me trying to find a piece of wood, because I will staple in thin air. So I would find it and staple it and secure it down. See how that thing was acting up? And like I said, I got another one. I got it from a thrift store. So I'm going to pull it up and pull up the one I have in my hand and Google or YouTube it to see if they're good for what I'm trying to do. I left that mess down there because one of my knees, something's wrong with it. When I bend it or if I get on it, it hurts real bad. It's not the bone, it's something else. I think there's an infection or something going on. But I don't know how to explain it to my doctor. He likes to Google stuff and guess and give me medication. And so that's why, you know, we'll get into that video about why I'm cleaning up my cabinet. And one of the reasons why is because of my knee. It'll make sense once I do the video. But anyway, so I put it on the side so I can press down and push the staples in the wood. I would really like to make this a business low key, but you know, trying to do this when everybody else is doing it. I don't trust Facebook Marketplace because people are being killed. I don't have time to get a hot bullet just because I'm selling a chair, but this is something I would, and I prefer doing this versus setting and painting furniture. I'll do it, but I don't know. But this right here excites me for some strange reason. I don't know nobody who does this. Nobody in my family does this. So we'll see. Anyway, moving on from that. So, I had to add the little piece to cover the other little piece. Let me tell y'all something about this section. Okay, so you understand why I did it, because I was trying to make cushion, and then I wanted to make sure I put the burlap over the cushion. My staple gun gave me pure hell. When I said pure hell, like where so I'm squeezing it with both hands, and I'm pushing down into the wood, and it is wood, and the staples aren't penetrating the wood. It's penetrating the burlap. You know what I realized? I think there's different types of burlap. One that has like a more closed up woven pattern, and then the one I got is really like open. And I say that because the old burlap that was on this chair was woven really tightly. But anyway, so yeah, and it wasn't the staples wasn't even bent. Like they was just still like it just popped out and didn't even try to go into the wood. I had the hardest time. I did cut it down because I was at 23 minutes and I'm under 15. But I must have took out about 6 or 7 of them. It gave me the hardest time. So I chopped it. Y'all can't see it. So yeah, that aggravated the crap out of me. So just like I'm doing this arm, I'm going to do my other arm. And with the other arm, I think what I'm going to do is just take it out, figure out if I need to run and get foam or not. And if I do all that, I might as well go ahead and work the arm. Like, fix it, go ahead and do it, pretty much. So, yeah. And it looks a hot mess for a beginner. A whole hot mess for a beginner. I think it's called an air compressor, where you can hook up a spray gun or a staple gun or whatever. But there are some nail guns that's really good. Because I saw the video on YouTube. I did. I promise you I did. It was a lady, actually. Was it a guy or a lady? I think it was a lady. But anyway, yeah. So, this is me trying to get the stuff to stay in the staples. Like, it's not penetrating the wood. It goes through the burlap because it's not woven tightly. The staple, I looked at it, and they're not even bent. You know how, like, you can take something and push it into something? And it, like say, for a thumbtack or a nail. If you pushed into something, it would bend. I don't know. These staples scare me. I'm glad I'm running low. So that means I'm going to have to run to maybe Hobby Lobby. I'm not Hobby Lobby, Joann's if I don't need to. But definitely Staples. But I have to research it first. And this was giving me the hardest time. And that part, it wasn't even thick. It was just a burlap. And I don't think foam was in that section. But I'm not planning to put that material down because I may have to pull. I'm not planning to staple that burlap down. What I'm trying to say is because the material that I have, I may have to tuck it or something like that. I'm not sure. We'll see. I hope this don't turn to be a disaster. So far, I don't know. I guess I'm doing good for a beginner. I need to do in-depth research. I'm a surface person. I just look at stuff on the surface. But I need to quit doing that. Because I probably could have done a way better job. But I'm learning. This is the first time. I never thought I would do something like this. But, I'm learning. You don't. I know people would have something negative to say, but I would always say that you weren't born doing this. You had to learn somewhere and somehow. So I finally got to work. I was running out of time, so I was like, let me go ahead and stop here, chop some of this up, and do a part 3, which is coming soon. So I'm gonna add the pictures, and I'll be back shortly. See you in a few.